Okay, before we go into the next movement, which is repulse the monkey 4 times, and it involves us walking backwards, I want to review the Tai Chi step where we walk forwards. So let's just jump right into it. I want you to mirror me. So I'm going to put my right foot, you put your left foot facing about 45 degrees into the corner. And so you have your weight on your left, I have my weight on my right. And I'm just going to put my hands back behind me. You can keep yours down by your side or on your belly. We're only focusing on the feet right now. So our weight is on your left. Step forward with your right foot. Heel touches the ground. And then shift your weight forward and the toe touches the ground. And the toe is facing directly straight in front of you. Shift your weight back. Pick up that front toe. Turn it about 45 degrees. And then we shift our weight forward. The toe touches the ground. And then we push off with our back toe to bring that foot into us. Our weight is still on your right leg. So now step forward with your left. And when you step forward, it does not have to be a very big step. Just a comfortable step. Just extend your leg. And then shift your weight forward. Shift your weight back. Adjust the toe. Shift your weight forward. Push off with that back foot. Step forward again. And when you step forward, we're keeping our feet about shoulder width apart. We're not walking on a tightrope. That's very unstable and wobbly. And we also don't have to do like big giant stances because we don't want to put a lot of strain on our muscles. We want to walk with effortless ease. So I'll start with my weight on my right. You start with your weight on your left. Step forward, toe facing directly in front, feet about shoulder width apart. Shift your weight forward. Shift your weight back. Pick up the front toe. Adjust at 45 degrees. Shift forward. Push off that back toe. Bring that leg in. Now we step forward with your left. Feet about shoulder width apart. Shift forward. Shift back. Pick up the front toe. Adjust it. Shift forward again. Here I want to point out another item. We never want the knee to go past the toe. Whenever the knee goes past the toe, then it can do damage. So, like as I'm right here, my knee is above my foot. And so this is good, it feels comfortable. And if you do this, that is your knee going past your toe. That puts a lot of strain here, and you're more likely to do damage. So let's not do that. We want to stay safe. So one more time. Weight is on your left. Step forward, right. Shift forward. Shift back. Pick up the front toe. Adjust it. Shift forward. Notice where your knee is. Push off with that back foot and pull it in. Step forward left. Feet are shoulder width apart. Shift forward. Make sure your knee is not past the toe. Notice how it feels. Shift back. Adjust the toe. Shift forward. And pull that back foot in. Step forward with your right. Shift forward. Shift back. Adjust the toe. Shift forward. Pull the back foot in. Great. So that's a lot to think about. And I have one more thing for you to think about. And that is your spinal alignment. So we want to keep our spine in proper alignment. It prevents the back and muscle strain, and it helps keep the neck and shoulder muscles more relaxed. So the proper alignment is having your ears, shoulders, and hips in line. And so we want to maintain that alignment even as we shift our weight. So I step forward, I shift my weight, and notice that my hips, shoulders, and ears are still in alignment. So if your chin is out like that, pull the chin back in. And notice that when you do that, the crown of the head floats towards the sky, but it also raises the chest. And it just brings everything into alignment. Shift your weight back. Notice you maintain that alignment. You're not leaning back. You're shifting your weight on your legs, but your spine, your torso stays the same. So adjust the toe, shift forward. So the knee, make sure the knee is in proper alignment. Don't go past the toe. Check your ears, shoulders, and hips for your spinal alignment. And then push off with that back toe to bring the foot in. Step forward again. Shift your weight forward. Shift your weight back. Adjust the toe. Shift forward. Pull the back foot in. And just notice what it feels like to move in this manner. Let's do that again. I don't know if I should face you or be facing to the side. So, face you. So I'm going to do my right foot. You do your left. Weight is on your left. Step forward right. Shift forward. Shift back. Adjust the toe. Shift forward. Take a moment to check your spinal alignment and pull that back foot in. Step forward with your left. Shift forward. Take a nice deep breath. Notice if you have your spinal alignment. If not, make whatever corrections you need. And then take a moment to notice what it feels like. Shift back. Adjust the toe. Shift forward. And push off with that back toe. Step forward with your right foot. Shift forward. Take a moment, take a nice breath. Notice what it feels like. Check what your spinal alignment feels like. Make any adjustments that you need to. And then shift back. Adjust the toe. Shift forward. And bring that back foot in. Step forward with your left. Shift your weight forward. Again, take a breath. Notice your spinal alignment. Ears, shoulders, hips. Shift your weight back. Adjust the toe. Shift forward. And pull that foot in. Great. So feel free to rewind this or just stop it and practice on your own. I think that covers most of the things with the Tai Chi step. So what we were practicing is the post step. And the post step is where when you step, shift forward, shift back, adjust the toe, you pull the back foot in and you just pause for a moment. Or you touch the toe here to the ground. And then you step forward and do the steps. And when I bring that back foot in, I touch it to the ground here by my other foot. That's called a post step. And it's what we do in beginner classes because there's a lot to think about when you're first starting out. And it just gives you a moment to be balanced and to think about your next move. And as the instructor or the person leading the class, it gives me a moment to be able to explain all the different things to do with your hands and shifting your weight Yeah, it's easier to start with in the beginner to do the post step. Now, as you become more advanced, and those of you in the intermediate class, you might want to start playing with what's called the C step. And with that one, it's very similar. So I'll show you real quick. My weight is on my right, so you do it with your left. Step forward with your right foot. Shift forward. Shift back. Adjust the toe. Shift your weight forward. And when you push off with that back foot, you bring it in close to your other foot, but you don't touch the ground, and then you circle it out. You're making a C movement. Shift your weight forward, shift your weight back, adjust the toe, shift forward, pull the back foot in, but you don't touch the ground. You make a C. And if you're not ready for that movement yet, don't worry, it's okay. It takes a while to get everything down. There's lots of things to think about, which is funny because this practice, we're going to learn not to think. But in the beginning, because we're learning everything, it involves a little bit more thinking and can sometimes be a little bit stressful at first. But don't worry, after practicing, it becomes just part of your muscle memory, and you can do it without thinking, and it becomes very meditative. Also, if you do end up getting a little bit stressed as you're practicing things, remember that clearing breath. Inhale through the nose, and then exhale with a sigh. So inhale. That's also a good one to remember just throughout the day. Anytime things start to get a little too busy or a little too hectic, even if it's good, just helps to let go of all that stress. So thanks for practicing with me, and let me know if you have any questions.